Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener about me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. It was hardly ever that you saw him outside of his fancy clothes when you were not at home together. But even then, he was always wearing something and keeping you from seeing this delightful scene in front of you. And now, you just knew what you were missing out on. And just how much you wanted to have it. The two of you were at the beach, and when he took off his shirt, and you saw him with those fins at the back, the scales on his arms, and most importantly, that wonderful chest. It felt like your heart was caught in your throat, and there was not a single thing that you could do to make the many thoughts that were rather unholy go away from your brain. You were staring. Your jaw had already dropped because he was too beautiful for your mind to process. At first, Neuvillette did not really notice until you were not really swimming with him, and you had to turn back around to you to look at you, and he tilted his head in confusion, feeling like there was something weird happening. Is everything alright, darling? Why are you staring? He asks, not feeling anything weird. But you, on the other hand, you're blushing brightly, immediately looking away. Nothing. I. You just look wonderful right now. Well, thank you, I suppose. I'm not really expecting that. It's simply that I like looking at your chest, you say in the end, blushing brightly, and he coughs, blushing in return. You want to look at my chest? That's odd. Not that I object to it. It's simply unexpected, he says, trying not to make himself more embarrassed, but you can already tell. But after that, he ignores it entirely, telling you it's okay if you want to look, but not to comment on it too much, and goes back to swimming. But in his head, he's very embarrassed and shy, and as for you, you just want to look a little bit more. It's a sight too wonderful to miss out on, anyway. Xiao. Xiao had no idea why you were staring at him in such a manner. It felt very weird. He rarely takes off his shirt in front of you, but since it has been dirtied by your attempt to cook, a very failed one at that, he just took it off and decided to wash it underneath the sink. And that's when he saw you staring, your mouth shaped in an O, and you whistled. At him. Did you just try to whistle at him? He blushed, shaking his head. Would you cease this behavior? It's very immature of you. Well, I can't help it. You look really beautiful, Xiao. But there's no difference. I just took off my shirt. That's all. Exactly. Now please take it off more, you say, going over to him, wrapping your arms around his waist, and leaving soft kisses on his back, making him shiver and his breath hitch as he blushed brightly. What are you doing? Just doing what I have to. Anyway, I'll just go get you another shirt while you wash this one. I won't leave you like that. Who knows, I might just lose it, you say, chuckling a little bit when you see the bright blush on his face. And it's safe to say he thinks about this moment quite a lot, and it's one of the many reasons that he's hesitant to take his shirt in front of you. Not that he didn't like the attention, he just felt rather overwhelmed, and he didn't know what he would do if he just so happened to take it off again. but he's definitely curious to do so. Very curious. But maybe he will do it again once he's more ready for something more intimate with you. Wriothesley. Wriothesley did not often take his shirt, but once he did, you could see a lot of beautiful things that were hidden underneath. And right now, you were certainly privy to the world's most beautiful chest, and you felt quite blessed yourself. In fact, you were quite certain that you were. Well, Wriothesley, that looks beautiful. And he found himself smirking, looking at you. Well, it seems you're rather interested in the sight. So, what is it? Do you want me to take off my shirt more often? If that would garner your attention, then I wouldn't mind. You're saying that like I don't give you enough attention, Wriothesley. I am only saying that you look very beautiful right now. That doesn't mean that you don't always look beautiful. You say, winking at him and walking towards him, to which he just stays still and waits for you until your hands are on his chest, and he chuckles, watching you explore him, your hands going over his abs, slowly and softly, and before you can do anything more than that, he cups your face in his hands and leans down to press a soft kiss to your lips, shaking his head. You can be very handsy sometimes, but I guess since you're so special to me, I'll let you do as you want. But next time, maybe try to be a little bit less blunt. I don't think you would appreciate it if I did the same after taking off your shirt. Actually, I would, you say, laughing loudly and blushing, to which he just laughs along with you, carrying you and lifting you up into his arms, and taking you to the couch nearby. He was taking a break now, after that battle with someone that he inevitably won. But right now, as his break and you his reward, he was going to have the best reward in a while. Which also meant that the two of you were about to be occupied for a little bit. And if it goes longer than just a little bit, then it's certainly due to him, not because you're too clingy or anything like that. And certainly not because he wants to do more than just make out with you.